Surrounding this bridge are dozens of fully grown bull sharks. Over the last decade, their numbers have exploded, and shark depredation has become an all too common problem. Ask any Florida angler, and they'll tell you the same thing. Sharks are everywhere now. Inshore, offshore, bridges, flats, beaches. If you're fishing, chances are a shark is trying to steal your catch. In today's video, we're headed to a Florida Keys bridge to target some of the incredible species this area has to offer. But if the opportunity presents itself, we might just take on the difficult task of removing a nuisance bull shark and turning it into dinner. Let's get after it.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to one of my favorite places in the world. I am here in the Keys with the homies. I'm here with Victor, aka Mr. Land Shark, my man Dennis behind the lens, flying the drone right now, and we are on the Keys Bridge, getting back to the good old days of the early days of making fishing videos, fishing on the bridges, fishing on the piers. I know you guys love these land-based videos, and I do too. This is an awesome place. This is a place where you can catch big grouper off the bridge, mutton snapper, you can catch yellow jacks, you can do a ton of cool stuff all from land in a publicly accessible place. But today we got word that there has been a ton of big bull sharks. So in addition to trying to catch a bunch of different species, we're also going to try and catch some bull sharks today. We'll see what happens. Let's get fishing. Wow. Our very first stop of the morning was to pick up 8 dozen of these guys. Pretty much everything in the ocean is gonna eat a live shrimp, so that's why it's just a good all-around bait to have. But because everything eats them, you have a lot of small pickers, so that's why we got a ton. We got 8 dozen, like 100 baits. I'll show you guys how I rig these up, how I put them out, at least in this individual case. I have a spinning rod that I actually have rigged up with monofilament, a 15-pound mono. Here, there's tons of pilings, tons of stuff that fish get you wrapped around. And honestly, the mono is a lot more forgiving, so it's one of the few places that I like mono mainline on my spinners. Very basic bottom rig here, sliding 2-ounce egg sinker, some 30-pound leader, and a little BKK 4-aught all-arounder J-hook. Basically, just gonna take the shrimp, hook him through the horn here. Basically, once this guy's hooked on, we're gonna take him and fish him around the piling sets. The piling sets are gonna cause eddies, slower parts in the water movement. This water is absolutely rushing through here, so we're gonna fish where we think the fish might be hanging out, and that's in the more chill zones in this heavy current area. Drop him down here, off the side of the bridge, see if we can find us a snapper, a yellow jack. Honestly, I'll take anything to start the day. There's so much that you can catch out here. All right, so we're having a lot of seaweed right now. We're fishing baits, but we're getting a lot of weed on the bait rods. I'm actually gonna skip that for now and go fish some lures. So I got a little no live bait needed shrimp, 30-pound leader, real light rod, get the Temple Reef Vortex. This is the Power One. We'll go see if we can find us a yellow jack or something. I know a lot of guys catch a ton of fish, just light rod, shrimp jig, piling to piling, covering a ton of ground. So I'm gonna go give it a shot. Walking on down, see if we can find us a yellow jack. Basically, gonna fish these little eddies. So I got a piling here, got a piling over there. Just fish these eddies. These are where the yellow jacks and stuff are gonna come swing through, and also it's a good area for me to work the shrimp and actually hit the bottom, get some good action for it. Wasn't recording, but I just had a bite right here on this piling. Got tight for half a second. Could have been a grunt. Could have been something, I don't know. Well, the shrimp jig definitely catches a little bit of everything. Don't think I want to touch this thing. Watch out behind you, Dennis. Don't think I want to touch this thing. That is freaking gnarly looking. Is that called a stonefish?
I think so.
Or is that, yeah. Definitely don't want to touch one of them. Yep, I'm gonna unhook it with
Awfully
pliers.
scared there, huh?
Yeah, I don't know what, you know, I think I've heard that these guys are poisonous and I don't want to get stuck, so I will unhook it with pliers.
Catch of the day right there.
Yo, dude.
Put that in your fish tank.
Look at that thing.
Then it's like caught a giant.
Wow. I'm what you like to call good. Some little taps on our baits underneath the bridge. A little update for you guys. Tide is now switched from outgoing, so it was going that way. Now it's incoming, so it's going that way. We typically catch a lot more fish, like yellowjacks, muttons, and stuff like that on the incoming. So that's what Victor and I are trying to do right now. Victor actually just caught a little short mutton and then lost another fish, which very much could have been a very nice keeper-sized mutton from the bridge. So I'm getting a little taps. Could be some muttons over there stiffing my bait, seeing if they want to eat it. We will find out here in a second. Hook on this Speedo. I'm gonna hook on this Speedo head, put it underneath the bridge here, see if we get any bites. Got them on, and there's sharks around. Whew. I have you? Did I have you? Okay, we're good. Cute little mutton. Yep. Instant. Phew. Oh! There we have. Honestly, one of my favorite fish to eat right here. Beautiful Florida Keys mutton snapper from the bridge. Got him right there in the corner of the BKK J hook. Looks beautiful. Honestly, the ticket was Vic caught 3 or 4 of these already, and I haven't caught one. I dropped down to 20-pound leader like he was using, instantly caught one. Now these guys need to be at least 18 inches to keep, so unfortunately, this beautiful, delicious fish is not coming home with us today. He's going back to hopefully get bigger, become a keeper one day. But we're gonna try and release him quickly so he can get away from all these bull sharks, because there are a ton of bull sharks. We got a big infestation, if you will, of bull sharks right now. So this guy is going back. So we've been getting a ton of bites on the chunks of Speedo that Vic brought, catching a ton of mutton snapper. No muttons will definitely still eat this, but what we're also trying to catch is some yellowjacks. Yellowjacks typically only like live bait, live pinfish, live shrimp, stuff like that. So I'll see if I can catch a yellowjack, maybe some other different type of species, put the shrimp underneath the bridge and see what happens. I'm about to get bit. On the shrimp, on the shrimp. We gotta put a lot of heat on these things. So many sharks around the area. Oh, is that one right there? Is that a Goliath? Oh, that's a shark right there, isn't it?
That's a Goliath.
Is it? Oh yeah, that's a giant Goliath, dude. I reeled this guy up super fast to try and get him away from sharks. And as I'm about to pull him out of the water, we look down and there's a big dark spot under him. I'm like, oh, that's a big shark. Nope, it's like a 300-pound Goliath grouper. I'm just waiting, looking for him. It's another pretty specimen, man. Corner hook. Beautiful, gonna release great. Nothing's gonna get him. No gut hooks here. No gut hooks here, Vic.
Oh.
No gut hooks here. But yeah, giant Goliath grouper down there. We have predators out here chasing these muttons. Hopefully Victor just had one get eaten by a shark. Probably would have been a nicer fish. Get that guy back.
As the morning went on, we continued to catch mutton after mutton. Pretty much we could get any small fish to the bridge. All the undersized ones, no problem. We could fight them really quickly and get them up there. But every single one had a shark following it in. It was pretty crazy. And pretty much if you got something small, you could land it. If you got something big, this would happen.
Okay, that one is better. That one is definitely better. That's a shark. We're not landing a fish today. Give me my fish, you stupid shark! Ah! That's a shark. Hate to see it. That was probably a keeper fish. And just like that, they leave you alone with all the other size ones, but as soon as you get something you can take home, Mr. Bullshark knows it's his, not yours. I don't think I've missed a single fish.
I have.
I just pulled hook on one. So I guess that one.
Nice. Well,
I said I didn't pull hook
this
on a
guy.
single one, and look at what happened.
The fishing continued to be hot. We were getting tons of bites, but it just looked like this every single time we would pull up an undersized mutton. It got to the point where Victor and I decided that we didn't want any oversized ones or keeper ones getting sharked at this point, so we just kind of stopped. We decided to move on from mutton fishing, get away from all these sharks, and try and catch some shark bait. If we can get the right bait and then the right tide conditions, it might be the key to getting one of these bull sharks on land.
Our buddies from South Carolina just donated to the Land Shark Fund for some shark bait since we can't catch our own. They caught a bunch of them down there, so I think we're gonna make a move, couple pilings over, and try to catch some yellowjacks now.
Yep. There we go. On the shrimp. Move down a little bit. Coming down, coming down. Oh, what do you know? Another mutton. Tried to move down and find something else, man. These things are everywhere. Mutton's all over. Got this guy a little dirty, but he'll be all right. Bang. Bang. You guys know the drill by now. Nah, he'd probably be 16. They need to be 18.
Is this gonna be our first yellowjack?
You caught one earlier.
Yeah. It's been a while. Oh yeah, there's this bull ryan. Get your shrimp there. Success.
Oh, you got a runner.
Yeah.
I got a mackerel. There we go.
Oh.
That's a good bait.
Yep. 2 shark baits. Blue runner and
the Zero.
That's a nice wahoo or kingfish bait right there. Nice big blue runner.
Whoa!
That thing.
Yeah, that would be a kingfish bait too. So Zeros are actually, I call them, they're pretty dang similar to wahoo in terms of meat quality. They're much better than Spanish.
They're way better than
Yeah,
wahoo.
they are delicious, delicious fish. But today, I think I might actually feed this guy to a bull shark. But they are really, really good. We'll see what we do with this guy. On the shrimp jig. Oh, look at that. We finally got us a yellowjack. Okay, finally got it done. It's been a while. We've been fishing a lot today. But fishing the shrimp jig, that 3-inch no live bait needed, got us a pretty little yellowjack. Now these fish are unregulated. You can keep them at any size. You can bring them home for the dinner table. They are absolutely delicious. look like a jack, but they do not, the meat does not look like a jack. It is very white, very delicious. Love these guys. We're gonna keep him, see what we're gonna do with him, whether he's bait or he's dinner. I think it's a really, really cool fish. And there's an awesome school of them down there. They've been a little finicky, really only been eating live shrimp, but I was able to finesse them with the jig, which was even more fun. One of the first fish I caught on this little Temple Reef. This is the Temple Reef Vortex. It's been a really fun little shrimp jigging rod.
So a little recap for you guys what we've had going on today. Basically, we started the day catching a ton of mutton snapper. Now, pretty much any short mutton snapper we could get to land, we could get onto the bridge. Anything bigger, the sharks would get to first. The Goliath grouper would get to first. There is a pack of at least 8, 9, 10 bull sharks. There's a ton of them out here, and probably many more that we're not even seeing, chasing in pretty much every fish that we're catching. We're also able to catch a bunch of small yellow jacks, some blue runners, and a Cero mackerel, get them all on the bridge. And all of those we can use as shark bait. So with all these nuisance bull sharks out here, I think Victor and I are both gonna give it a shot, give it a try and catch one of these bull sharks. Now, doing this is a pretty big undertaking. There's a lot that has to be done. Now, we have incoming tide and outgoing tide, like I talked about earlier. There's a whole bridge right there. The tide's going that way. If we hook the bull shark underneath the bridge, he's gonna break us off on the pilings, he's gonna wrap us around. It's not gonna be a good time. So basically what we need to do is we need to wait for the tide to be going that way, outgoing, so we have a whole lot more room to work with. We need the tide to be going that way so we can drag that bull shark once he's hooked to land, where we can then harvest him. It's going to be a lot of work, a lot of moving parts, and a lot of things have to happen. Victor and I are both going to give it a shot. We're both going to put baits out on our rods. May the best man win, and we'll see what happens.
Now, we ended up encountering a problem that we did not account for, and that was the fact that the tide charts were actually wrong. This tide was set to be incoming the rest of the day, and that meant we weren't going to be able to land a shark with any daylight, because we could really only land these sharks on outgoing. Otherwise, like I said, we would get broke off underneath the bridge. So we were in a pickle. We thought this video wasn't actually gonna happen. We thought we weren't gonna be able to land a bull shark. That was until Victor got a call from his good friend, Nick Stancic. Victor was saying what our issue was, and Nick said, hey, I actually have a ton of nuisance bull sharks at my marina, at my dock. Come on over here, get rid of one of these things for me. It would do me a huge favor. So we packed up the truck, left the bridge, and headed to Nick's private property.
Jack.
Stick it on me.
This guy.
Right underneath the dock. There's the tarpon. What's up, Nick?
How you doing? There's too many sharks around here. I'm 40 years old, lived here my whole life in the Florida Keys, and would never, as a kid, never see the bull sharks in here or lemons in the daytime. At nighttime, when we were real young, we used to fish, in here, the basins, by the bridges, and catch a lot of lemons at night, but never the bulls. And it could be noon now, and there could be 5 or 6 big bull sharks in here swimming around. And a lot of the backcountry guides, offshore boats, you see in Vic's videos, like, there's days you cannot catch a fish, and they eat everything. Look at that bull shark right there.
No, pelican, go away. That's a big one. Oh my gosh.
Did he?
He's going the wrong way.
Oh, yeah. Oh, there's another one with him.
Yeah, there is.
Is he dropping? Or is he right here? Oh, he felt the wire. Oh,
I just got whacked.
Sandbagging you. Look at that one there, too. Ryan's went the right way.
Did he drop it or did he?
No, he's got it.
Oh, that's a big one. He got that.
Are we doubled?
No, mine dropped mine.
I don't want him to go that way. Can I free spool?
Oh, look at the size of that one. Oh my god.
Oh no.
They feel that wire. They don't like it. They're used to.
Oh no.
He spit it out?
He spit it out multiple times. All right.
Dude, I'm already wrapped.
I want you guys to do me all a favor. Go subscribe to Nick's YouTube channel right now. Stan's He gave us the meat call. private property, so please do not come here and try this. But there's a bunch of bull sharks over here, and they just rolled up. It's like 5 over here. Ryan's got one on right now.
I got the biggest nonsense wrap of rope.
Look at it.
You still have them?
Yeah. I'm just trying to get it to go the other way. Yeah, they all go that way.
Bullshark burger. Stay away from that pilot. Oh, there's that one. That shit was cold. You didn't even. Right, bro? No.
Okay, guys. So let me give you an update. The tide and the conditions were not going to work at the last location. We got a call from our buddy Nick, and he said, hey, we have a bunch of nuisance bull sharks at my dock. Can you come remove one? So we got here, and there's like 5 just swimming around. Victor and I tossed a bait in instantly. Found one. Now, I'm just trying to not get wrapped on a dock at this point. This shark is doing a bunch of tomfoolery.
Can you come remove one? How about 2?
I'm just saying the BKK, no problem. Right in the corner, dude. It's got him skating on top.
It's funny because I don't really like swimming underneath the piling, but I do go back out there.
Yeah, no, the second he gets close to the piling, I just loosen up and he goes right back out. So basically, I'm just kind of playing this thing right now. Get him going where I want him to go. So you said these things eat your dad's bonefish?
Oh yeah.
All the time?
They didn't do it 10, 15 years ago, but nowadays.
Dude, they're everywhere. I mean, the bridge, we couldn't land any keeper muttons. Around here, they're gonna eat all the fish on the flats. There are definitely some problematic animals, and there's just such an overpopulation of them in a lot of areas. You know, not worldwide, but in areas like Florida, areas like the Florida Keys, we get too many, man. Definitely not the first time.
Oh, here he is, big giant one.
Yeah. His is gonna eat, that one's gonna eat this one.
I lost mine. The hook just pulled. Pretty crazy fishing and form right here. There's a lot of things to break you off on. The dock, the pilings, rides is straight up and down.
I know he's gonna freak out. I had to back off the drag because could turn real dangerous real quick.
This is Jackson. This is what we need.
Inverted. Dude, I've never seen a shark go to sleep like this. It was pretty crazy. It's that BKK monster circle in the corner. Wow. Yeah, dude, he's just sitting. I've never seen this. The second we try and like pull him up on land, he's gonna freak out. I mean, I'm ready right now to just free spool because he could freak out and try and pull me in, you know? Yeah, like loose enough.
Bottom's not allowed. Ryan will be back in 20 minutes.
All right, I'm hanging out. I can't really go nowhere.
No.
Yeah, those fins get caught. One. Come here, big puppy dog.
That was the easiest drag we've ever had. So, we successfully made it happen. Not in the way that we thought we were gonna make it happen on the bridge, but it was actually awesome because the tide was not gonna allow us to harvest a bull shark on the bridge today. But Nick called us up, said he had a couple nuisance ones here at his private property. And so Vic and I came over here. We both hooked up. Vic hooked a much bigger one, but unfortunately,
The hook pulled.
yeah, the hook pulled out, but we were only gonna harvest one in the first place. So this shark is not gonna go to waste by any means, but it is one less shark wreaking havoc on a lot of the local populace here, a lot of these local fish. And there's a lot of them right now, man. Like we've said a million times, certain places they get overpopulated. So this is 100% legal in Florida. You're allowed bull sharks over 54 inches. You need a shorebound shark fishing permit, which Victor and I both did. And we did the education and everything like that. And we have a lot of work to do now. Caught the shark and everything, but now we have to gut it. I had to take the fins off, core it out, and prep this thing because sharks excrete urine and other waste matter through their skin. So this shark will get an ammonia taste to its meat if we just leave it as is. So got a couple serrated knives. We're gonna go to town. See, she's still moving. Oh, that didn't feel good.
Well, welcome back to Casa de Land Shark. We are at the fillet table. He's got this epic killer dock fillet table. And we have the core of the bull shark, but specifically we have half of the core of the bull shark. Victor just cleaned up half of it for his video, and he's gonna clean the second half for this video. He's cleaned a couple sharks, so I'm gonna learn some stuff. You guys are definitely gonna learn some stuff.
I have the pleasure of filleting the other half of Ryan's bull shark. Number one, because he's clean and there's no purpose of both of us being dirty. And number two, I filleted a few more sharks than him in my day. And if you guys look, they're kind of funky looking animals. It's not like a normal fish skeleton. If you see, it kind of like comes up like a pyramid. So this is one half of the bull shark. And as Ryan explained to you guys earlier, we took all the fins off, the head off, the guts. That way we could ice it down nicely for the car ride home and really loosen up that meat because it is a really firm meat. And let's begin on getting rid of all this waste and making some nice clean fillets for Ryan and his family.
So what types of sharks have you eaten before?
Oh, I've eaten makos, bonnetheads, sharp nose, lemons, nurse sharks, bull sharks, black tips, and I will say that bull sharks are my second favorite shark next to makos.
Over blacktip, huh?
Yes.
Why is that?
I don't know. I've had some really good bull shark, and then I've had some just average bull shark. But the bull shark that I have had that was good, really truly was one of my favorite fish of all time. It was the very first one I actually harvested. It was just my wife and I, Brooke, and we went to the Keys Bridge, which we intended to do today, but that didn't pan out as you guys saw. All right, we're gonna remove the shark's spinal cord right across the center of the fish.
Which isn't like other spinal cords, is it?
No, fish don't have bones.
Sharks don't.
Sharks don't have bones, so when you've seen us fillet snapper or grouper, you know, they have bones, but sharks, you see there's no like defined skeletal structure. It's just super soft cartilage. So that's why it's kind of a confusing animal to fillet because you can't really find the spine.
That right there is the spine, huh?
Yeah. See how easily it separates? Alright, so as you guys see, we just kind of sectioned off our sharks since it's such a big loin to work with. but we're kind of in the final stages, and I want to show you guys how thick and gnarly their skin and bloodline is. And their skin truly is like sandpaper. If you hear that knife rubbing across it, there are some gnarly predators. They don't take nothing from no one, just like your boy, Gino Ryan. But yeah, and the way I like to skin these guys is kind of in sections. So I'll go about to like a 7-inch section, tilt my knife around, and I do like to leave a fair bit of meat on top of the skin, and this is the reason why. They got one of the gnarliest bloodlines of any animal, and this is what you don't want in your final product. I mean, you can see I left like a 1/4 inch of meat on top of the skin, and we're still gonna have to shave off all this red stuff, because this is where the foul nature or the foul taste of shark will come from if you've ever had bad shark. So shave that away until it's nice and clean. Alright, so that is what you want. That is a nice chunk of shark. You can make a steak with it, and it is ready for the grill.
Perfect. Awesome. Thank you, brother.
You're welcome.
We have a ton more shark to clean up, a ton more work to do. So we're gonna finish that up, and I'll see you guys in the kitchen. Welcome back to the kitchen. I actually have our bull shark. Off camera, I slice it up into nice little steaks, kind of like Victor was doing at the fillet table, little 1/2-inch steaks. And I have it marinating or just, soaking in some buttermilk right now. Now, I don't think you have to do this with bull shark, especially if you took good care of it like we did, but this is gonna remove any residual ammonia or any other, that sharky taste. So that's just been kind of doing that for like an hour. I'm just gonna let those keep soaking while I prep one of our sides. We're kind of doing a honey roasted carrot tonight. I have to tell you guys, if you're ever roasting carrots, please boil them first. You will thank me later. How many times I've tried to make roasted carrots and it just takes hours to freaking cook them in the oven. Do a quick little boil, little 5-minute boil on them, and they will come out so much better. Starting out with a little olive oil drizzle on these guys. Very simple, very easy. Evenly coated with some olive oil. I have the oven preheated behind me to 400 degrees. We'll go with some salt and pepper. Salt. And lastly, a honey drizzle on these guys. Carrots, honey, a little salt and pepper. Oh, so simple, but so delicious. And I'll roll these guys, kind of get everything evenly coated. They're already pretty soft from the boil, and we're gonna roast them for about 15 minutes or so. I got the oven at 400 behind me. 400 degrees.
Carrots going in.
So here is our thin little bull shark steaks. Like I said, I soaked them in buttermilk for a couple hours just to get any residual ammonia scent out of there, ammonia taste out of there, if there was any. It didn't smell like it to me, but I just think it was a good idea because I have some first time shark guests tonight. Have not eaten shark before, so they're all gonna give it a try, and I wanna do the shark justice. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some avocado oil and lightly oil all the steaks. Salt and pepper. Garlic powder. Smoked paprika. Now, I absolutely love the taste and the scent and the aroma that this gives off. A little smokiness on this is gonna be really, really nice. Onion powder. Some cayenne. We'll leave 2 without cayenne because we have some cowards in the household. And oregano. I hear if you grew up in Pennsylvania, you think black pepper is spicy. Pat this down, rub it in, get it all rubbed evenly.
And then I'll flip them and do the same thing on the other side. All right, so we've got a very hot cast iron skillet. This is gonna make a lot of noise when I start to put the fish in, but we're trying to get a sear on them. So I'm gonna put the bull shark in and press down nicely, and then we're gonna lower the heat here in a second. Just wanna get a nice even sear on them. Make sure everything's hot. My avocado oil is basically smoking. So we're looking for some sort of crust almost on these guys. Give everything a flip. I'm gonna finish this, add in some butter. We also lowered the heat just a little bit. And add in a little bit of minced garlic and that melted butter. Let that wake up here. So right here I have some rice pilaf that I just finished cooking, but we gotta finish it off with a little extra taste, a little freshness. So I'm gonna go in with some lemon zest. Then we'll add the freshness of a lemon without a lot of the acidity that you get from lemon juice. Don't need a ton, but just enough to give it a little unique flavor. And I also have some chopped parsley and chopped dill that I'm gonna add into the rice pilaf as well. Stir that all in. Again, freshness, a little greenery, makes it look a little nicer, and just adds just a little something extra to the rice. This is also cooked with some salted butter. Everything's looking really, really good. Just baste in our bull shark with a little bit of that garlic butter that it's been cooking in. Get everything nice and juicy. Then we're gonna take them out. And now we have 4 of us tonight, so that means we need to plate up 4 pieces of bull shark. Start out with our rice pilaf, which honestly smells freaking amazing. Nice little scoop of that. Honestly, this was just one fun freaking video to make, man. The fact that we were able to get it done when we thought nature was against us. We thought the tides were gonna ruin our opportunity to make the video happen. And I'm stoked. So, you know, again, huge shout out to Nick Stanzik for having us over to his private dock to let us catch a bull shark. That was a ton of fun. It was really cool. And there was some megas there. This shark was, you know, no slouch, but there was even bigger ones there. So really, really cool. Carrots. Now, these carrots, after I baked them, I finished them off by broiling them to get a nice little char on them. I think if I did it again next time, for presentation purposes, I would skin them. They'd probably look a little bit nicer, but I already know these are gonna be absolutely delicious. Everyone gets a couple carrots. And lastly, everyone is gonna get a nice piece of bull shark. Melted a little bit of I melted a little bit of butter, added some lemon juice, and also some fresh chopped parsley. I'm gonna add that to finish off our shark. It's a final little bit of flavor, a little garnish from the parsley. All right, so all plated up, we are gonna dig in. I'll let you guys know how it is. It looks like Christina's already digging in over there. First time eating shark, what'd you think?
It doesn't like A seafood pork chop. I really like the flavors.
Good. What'd you think?
Honestly, I thought it was like the consistency of a pork chop. So if you like that, this would be delicious.
I 100% agree. This was a seafood pork chop. I loved it. Demolished my plate. I'm about to go get a second one. What I think is cool about this is if you did, go through all the work that we did today and harvest a bull shark, you could have a massive party. Honestly, throw those things on the grill, marinate them, teriyaki, garlic butter, whatever we did. You can do a bunch of different preparations and you could feed a ton of people. We gave a bunch of it away for this purposes, so it did not go to waste. Honestly, great dinner, great company, really fun video to make. I want to thank you guys for watching this one. And if you're interested in more epic fishing videos, YouTube thinks you're gonna like this one, and I'll see you guys over there.